Welcome to the Millennium Stadium where Featherstone Rovers take on Sheffield Eagles. It's round 3 of the Betfred Championship and Rovers' new coach, Paul Crook, takes charge of his first league game. Last week's victory at Keighley was in the 1895 Cup. He'll be wanting to continue that winning start. I'm Terry Crook, and along with cameraman David Gray, we'll be bringing you all the action here on FR TV. Let's have a look at the teams. Rovers have Caleb Akins at fullback, Darrell Alfords, Carlos Tumivavi, Jaden Hatton and Gareth Gale. Callum Turner will partner skipper Danny Addy, who this afternoon plays his 300th professional game. Jimmy Beckett, Will Jubb, King Finney Uahaha, Brad Day, Josh Hardcastle and Liam Webb the pack. On the bench, Connor Jones, Robson Stevens, Sitaliki Akwala and Jordan Williams complete the Featherstone Rovers side. They'll be playing up the slope in the first half. The Eagles have Jack Walker at fullback, Ryan Miller, Chris Wellham, James Glover and Matthew Dawson-Jones. Halfbacks, experienced Corey Aston and Morgan Smith. And in the pack it's Massi Matonga, Corey Johnson, Tyler Dickinson, Alex Foster, Joel Farrell and Titus Quaze. On the bench for Craig Lingard's side, Rhys Butterworth, Lewis Peachy, Jack Bussey, the former Featherstone man, and Eddie Batty, somebody else with a vast amount of experience. Rovers in their traditional blue and white. Sheffield, I'm not sure what I ought to be calling this. Pink and blue. Don't particularly like it. Why aren't they playing in the normal strip of red and gold? The game's underway with a deep kick from the boot of Corey Aston. A number of the Sheffield players have got Featherstone experience. 6 of them have had either loan spells or permanent spells here. As Darrell Alfords comes in from his wing, his experience is the 33-year-old. He's had 8 clubs as Alfords. Just working it up the slope onto the 30-metre line. Tyler Dickinson in the tackle, along with Massi Matonga, the Zimbabwean. Straight up the centre of the field. Former York man, Will Jubb acting halfback. Takes it to the right. There's a skip from Aikens, the fullback. Crosses the halfway line. And it's the last tackle, says referee Ryan Koch. Addy goes deep, wearing 13 but playing at halfback. There's no Ben Reynolds, of course, he's sat behind us. Got the plaster cast on his foot. Had the referee called held? Yes, he had. He's allowed to play the ball, of course, about 22 metres from the Eagles line. Four Rovers defended him very, very quickly indeed. Running it deep, the Eagles quickly and again tackling. 6'4" Brad Day, big strong back row forward. Assisted by Jimmy Beckett. Titus Quaze, played at Trinity a number of years ago, Wakefield Trinity forward. Centre field, shot of the 40-metre line, bringing it back to the right. Morgan Smith, short pass into the hands of Alex Foster. Quick play the ball. Back to the left from the hooker, Corey Johnson. He was on loan at Featherstone in 2019. Into the Rovers half and on the last tackle. Decent set. Smith goes high. No problem for the left wing man. Gareth Gale, 32-year-old, tries to bring it beyond the 10-metre line and does just that. This time it's the Eagles who are moving very quickly and the referee's got to get them back 10 metres. Taking a knock as the Rovers centre, Jaden Hatton. Shakes his head, goes back into his position. Beautiful afternoon here at the Millennium Stadium. Firm underfoot. Ground shared, of course, by Wakefield AFC football. But I often find that when the ground is shared, the grass is cut that little bit deeper. Carlos Tumivavi. Good round of applause for the Samoan. To the right with Addy, kicks from right to left. This will be taken on the full by Ryan Miller. Gets a chance, of course, because Ben Jones Bishop left the club this week and has moved to York, I see. So he's a vastly experienced player that Sheffield have now lost. He's been a good servant, hasn't he, to the BJB. Johnson at acting halfback, brings it back to the right. Inside ball to Matonga. shot of the halfway line, centre field. Good defence, Rovers. Skip from Corey Aston. The dummy from Acton half-back. It's a 2-1-1. There's a chance for Morgan Smith, who's going to go under the post. Manages to put the ball down just short of the dead ball line. And it's the opening score in the 4th minute, and it's gone to the visitors. Morgan Smith with the try. Good support by from the half-back. But of course, that's what you would expect. 4-0. Eagles would lead the Rovers. Good break from the Acton half-back, and as all good Acton half-back, and as all good half-backs do, supporting the forwards. And a clear run to the line from about 30 metres. Don't think that was on Paul Cook's script, was it? Mention of Corey Aston, he's another player that played here on loan at Featherstone back in 2017. Consistent goal kicker, this won't be a problem. Shouldn't be anyway, should it? Not a problem, the flags go up, and the visitors Sheffield Eagles lead the Featherstone Rovers by 6 points to nil. Restart from Colin Turner. Goes deep, centre field. Forwards will bring it back. Hard, Jug does well. Copybook tackling. Copybook tackling from the Rovers hooker. First season, of course, from York. Skipper Joel Farrell, the Jamaican. Good defence from Runi Yayawa. Jug defending yet again. Short side for the Eagles. Inside from Morgan Smith. Keeping the ball alive. With a skip from Glaze. There's no way through from Tatus Glaze. Liam Webb assists with that. Tackle the loose forward. Hinted to come to the right. Took it back to the left. Crosses the halfway line. On the last tackle, 5 metres inside the Rovers half. Try scorer Smith with the kick. Goes high, should be Aikens. Didn't hardly have to move. Fullback takes it 10 metres from his own line and makes a good 5 metres. All fits in from his wing. No nonsense drive from the winger. Quick play the ball as well. Gale has moved in from his wing, and that's another good drive up this in from the slope. Day with another drive onto the halfway line. Not quite. Specker's not happy that he was laying on. He couldn't get up, could he? As Aikens breaches the halfway line by almost 10 metres on the last tackle. Where's Danny Addy? He's brought it to the left for Turner, who goes high and not too deep. Winger takes it well. Ryan Miller is on his own 10 metre line. Keep on side Featherstone. Tries to offload in the tackle, Jack Walker, it goes to ground, it's a knock on, Rovers will get the ball 30 metres from the Eagles line. Not sure it was on that, they offload from Jack Walker. Played at the Rhinos, at Ilkingston Rovers and at Hull FC. Now at the Eagles.
It's really good start, both teams.
Sheffield Eagles line. Scrum centre field. Turner to feed, jumps it for the loose forward position. He goes right with Danny Addy, looking for the runners. Aikens in from full back, the jink, it's got to within 10 metres and now he's going towards the touchline side. That's got to be good defence from the Sheffield Eagles. nobody to help Aikens to keep him in the field of play. Carlos Tumavava's having a word with the referee for some reason, but I'm not sure you can argue against that. It was good defence from Sheffield Eagles. First tackle, gifting the ball to the visitors, who lead 6-0, remember. Tyler Dickinson with the drive. Johnson at Acton halfback. A skip from Farrell. Hints again, going left, brings it back to the right. Days in defending for the Rovers along with Hatton. Did he knock on? Referee says play on. Blase on the dummy run, pushing it wide. James Glover on the far side. Good cover tackle from Featherstone Rovers. Looking for the runners, Corey Aston. That misses Morgan Smith. Chris Wellen. Hat-trick last week in the 1895 Cup for the Sheffield Eagles. Got a stoppage from running. High from Morgan Smith. Gathered by Aikens about 5 metres from his goal line. No way through, heavy traffic from the Eagles defenders. Paul Cook makes an early change, like 10 minutes. On goes Jordan Williams, off comes King Vanuatu. Rovers offside, penalty Featherstone. Eagles offside rather, penalty Featherstone. And Addy wastes no time at all, makes about 10 metres, ball enters the stand just below us, we're on the gantry. Into the action from the substitute Jordan Williams. Jump goes right with Addy. A shimmy from Liam Webb. The Australian first season with Featherstone. Danny Addy again in possession. Day through the gap, is it? Oh, he's looking for somebody on his left shoulder. Supporting players weren't there. 20 metres out. Short side again. A skip from Turner. He's carried the ball to less than 10 metres from the Eagles line. Hatton sends it wide to the right. Aikens is first receiver. Jumps wide. Addy. Into the dummy, steps back inside. Drive from Josh Hardcastle to within 2 metres of the line. Adam jump, show and go. Now he pushes it wide. Short pass. Try Rovers. Jordan Williams has scored the try. He's not been on the field more than 2 or 3 minutes. But make no mistake, Featherstone Rovers are back in this with a kick to come. They trail the Eagles right, 6 points to 4. Immediate impact from the bench. Good substitution from coach Paul Crook. Hardcastle did well with a big drive, didn't he? Took the ball to within a couple of metres. Spinning it to the left. The try scored, 15 metres maybe to the left of the upright. This time it's Danny Addy having a word with the referee. Callum Turner, the kicker, shouldn't be a problem, should it, this? He's only brought the ball back onto the 10-metre line. Should be all square after this. And it is. 13 minutes on my watch. All square at the Millennium Stadium. Featherstone Rovers 6, Sheffield Eagles 6.
Successful corners at Featherstone Rovers number 22, Turner.
Referee stops the official timekeeper's watches as Corey Aston now prepares to get the game back underway. Aston goes deep with a kickoff. Alfords gathers, then offloads. Scruffy played the ball, the referee allows play to go on. With a pulling and tugging from the Eagles defenders. Addy this time at acting half-back. Jubby was who took the drive. Alfords is a long way in from his wing. 3 Sheffield Eagles players pulls into ground, about 12 metres short of the halfway line. Day hands the ball on. No way through for Jaden Hatton. He's another in the first season for the Rovers from Swinton. Day this time at acting halfback. Turner looks for the runners, then he goes wide to a halfback partner. Addy Aikens into the line. Inside ball to Tumavava. Was that high? Or according to the referee. And is he going to touch? Goes to ground. A couple of metres from the far touchline side. And on the last tackle. Running on the last. Turner will kick. And just inside the Eagles half. No pressure on Miller, who gathers without any problems whatsoever, but only manages to make up 2 or 3 metres and is put to ground inside the zone 20. Matthew Dawson-Jones is coming from his wing for his effort. A nice return with Chris Wellham, so the 3 quarters helping the forwards out, sharing it out, taking the drives. Kick from Aston down the slope. Aikens is to turn, go back towards his own goal line. Gathers the ball about 5 metres from his own goal line, and what a good retort from the fullback. He's made at least 25 metres up the centre of the field. Turner at acting halfback, the drive from Gareth Gale, the 32-year-old. Turner again at acting halfback. Try scorer. No, sorry, it's not. It's Liam Webb. Drive from Jimmy Beckett onto the halfway line. Going right with Addy and the kick. Bounces kindly for Jack Walker. He's got pace, he's got a good side step with the Rovers defence as well. Keeping him in his own 20-metre line. Jump defending well for Rovers. "16 minutes on my watch, all square here at the Millennium Stadium as Chris Wellham for the Eagles drives the ball in. 6 points apiece. Tyler Dickinson this time with the drive centre field. Offload from Gaze. Wide runner, Joel Farrell. Can't reach the halfway line on the last tackle. So Corey Aston at the first receiver, is it? Yes, he is, kicking from inside his own half. Well inside his own half. That's spinning. Well taken, Gareth Gale. Tall, lean winger. Ooh, did he leave with his elbow? Not according to referee Ryan Cox. He allows play to go on. Here comes Alfords again. Spins in the tackle. With a good round of applause for the winger. Skip from Hatton as he takes it back into the heavy traffic. Jubb looked as though he was going right, brings it left to Turner. This is Day again. Runs straight at Alex Foster. Foster couldn't get out of the way. Jubb finds Addy and then the inside ball. The angled run from Williams. Last tackle, 25 out, short side with Addy. Is he going high? Yes, he is. Winger does well. Dawson-Jones, although there wasn't too much pressure on him. And the Eagles start this set of 6 well inside their own 20. They've already used up 2 tackles. Tonga with the drive. Aston missing out. Farrell. 2 on 1, 3 on 1, 4 on 1. So many defenders keeping it alive. Into the second try for the Eagles. Right on the dot, right underneath the post. Break down that left centre. Huge gap in the Featherstone Rovers defence. Is that Morgan Smith's second try? I do believe it is. 10 points to 6 with a kick to come. Try comes on the 19th minute, and again a single conversion attempt for Corey Aston. Sheffield used skipper Joel Farrell as the dummy runner. He went left with James Glover, and then they're queuing up with the Eagles players. It was 4 on 1, 4 pink shirts against Caleb Aitkins. He'd no chance. Smith with his second of the afternoon. 10-6 the visitors lead. And again, as you'd imagine, not a problem for Corey Aston. 12-6, the Eagles lead the Rovers. Said at the beginning it's round 3, the Rovers have won 1, lost 1. They beat Doncaster, of course, and then they lost surprisingly to the London Broncos. The Eagles looking for their first win. Lost to Widnes, lost to Halifax. They did a good victory last week, 50 points to 18 in the 1895 Cup over the Dons. Oh, somebody's going to the bin. As Danny Addy said something out of turn, I suspect he has. Now as skipper, he's allowed to speak to the referee. He's pointing at one of the Sheffield players now. I suppose it's how you speak to the referee, isn't it? Head bowed, 10 minutes in the bin. Rovers down to 12. And trailing 6 points to 12. Sinbind in his 300th game. I remember this one, won't he? Matongo with the drive. And the big drive going straight at Liam Webb, who makes a good tackle, or did he lead with the shoulder? Play on, says the referee. This is skipper Farrell. Referee screaming at the Featherstone Rovers to come back to the 10-metre mark. Matongo again with the drive. Is it Guaze? Guaze offloads the ball in the tackle. Tyler Dickinson breaches the halfway line and the offload. Walker does well. Gets the ball out the far left-hand side. He was in support of it. Was Jack Walker. Guaze, the offload to Morgan Smith, the 2-try man. Overhead pass and a bit of juggling, stop the juggler, knock on Sheffield Eagles for Featherstone's ball. 22 minutes on my watch. Thanks for joining us on FRTV. And the first carry from Gareth Gale. Short side again for Day. Still pumping the legs. Ooh, Tyler Dickinson comes in with a big hit around the ribs. Will have felt that, will Day. Now we're pushing it wide. 9 metres from the halfway line, well into the tackle count. Jubbard acting halfback. Right with Aikens, Tumi Varvis steps back inside and almost reaches the halfway line, does he? Not quite. And just as I've said that, the Eagles put him to ground right on the halfway line. Scuffy again at the play of the ball. Good drive from Dickinson. Pressure on the kicker. Left footed right into the in-goal area, and it bounces dead. Too deep from Turner rather. Puts his hand up, he knows what he's done. It's a 7-tackle restart. Tap 20. Two substitutions for Sheffield Eagles. Eddie Batty's on. Let's see what Eddie Batty can bring to the game for the Sheffield Eagles. 12-6 they lead in Featherstone Rovers. Batty's first touch on the offload. Wide to Dawson Jones. Forward pass. The fans in the stand behind us are shouted, and the referee agrees with them on that occasion. Connor Jones and Robson Stevens below us, ready to come on for Rovers. Double substitution. Looks as though Will Jubb's coming off. He's had a good opening at 25 minutes, as Jubb, he really has. Dummy from Turner. Jones on straight into the acting half-back position. Here comes Stevens, he's on for Webb. Aiken's first receiver. On to and just beyond the 30-metre line. Short pass and quickly into the action for Robson Stevens. Across the 20-metre line, centre field. Options for acting half-back. Connor Jones, he goes right. Remember, Rovers down to 12. Danny Eddy in the sin bin. To Mavava, did he push that forward? Yes, he did. The Sheffield Eagles winger did well. It was 2-on-1 with Matthew Dawson Jones. Came in on the angle. To Mavava, probably just saw him out of the corner of his eye, put him off. And now it's the Eagles who will have the ball yet again around the 20-metre line. Damage limitation for the Rovers. Keep them in their own half, in their own 30 if you can. Whilst you're down to 12. Eddie Batty with his first drive, not his first touch, but his first drive. Short, stocky, very experienced player, of course. Second spell at Sheffield, played at London, played at Wakefield Trinity, and the substitution again. Rhys Butterworth, another player that was on loan here from Wilkinson Rovers with Featherstone Rovers, now with the Eagles. He's gone into acting halfback as Butterworth. Corey Johnson relieved of his duties for now. Oh, it's a set restart for the Sheffield Eagles. Another set, 6 more. Drive from Lewis Peachy, another substitute, onto the 30-metre line. 27 minutes on my watch, 12-6 the Eagles lead the Rovers. Corey Aston with the ball back inside to Eddie Batty. Steady build up this from Sheffield, it's the second set of 6. Morgan Smith with the dummy, Walker into the line, can't get the pass out. The defence Gale, who sprints back onto his wing. Butterworth with the long pass. The jink from the substitute. Peachy. 8 metres out, short ball right on the line. Jack Bussey, the former Featherstone man. Referee stops the timekeeper's watches. He's not happy with that play of the ball. Aston, the kick, it hits the Featherstone player. Did he play at it? It's still the last tackle. Chris Wellham kicks it into this right-hand corner, into touch. Got to mention Jack Bussey, the substitute for the Sheffield Eagles, over 150 games for Featherstone. moved there during the off-season to the South Yorkshire side. He was a good servant in the blue and white, wasn't he, for Rovers? It's the Rovers' turn. 12 men to bring the ball away from their own goal line, 10 metres out. Eagles 3 defenders in quickly. Darrell Alford again, another one into a 3-man tackle. Day. Akawala's on for Featherstone Rovers. Paul Crook using all his substitutes. Carlos Tumivavi's come a long way in from his right centre to take the next drive across the 30-metre line. Hint of going to the right. Jones comes to the left and makes a good 8 to 9 metres up the centre of the field. Kick comes from the left boot of Turner, goes beyond the wingman, Miller. That's a nice little kick. Keeps the ball in play. Wall of blue. Ooh, did he lost his footing? Did he lose his footing? Surely, there's nothing intent. No intent whatsoever. It looked, I think, I'm sure it looked worse than it was. Let's see what the referee gives. A handful of Eagles supporters in the back of the post in the stand shouting for off, off, let the referee and the touch judges decide. Thought the Sheffield Eagles players lost his footing, but we'll see. Below us, Danny Addy prepares to re-enter the field of play. He's almost his 10 minutes in the bin for speaking out of turn.
Quality contact, yes, agree, that's the reaction. Come on! Where's he got?
Going to the bin. Yellow card, so just as Danny Addy prepares to come back onto the field, for now, Rovers are down to 11. Fans in the stand not happy, and a good round of applause. Coming to the Eagles, of course. Connor Jones has only been on the field about 5 minutes, finds himself 10 minutes in the sin bin. And Addy now, is he going back on? Not yet, so Rovers still down to 11, and remember trailing 12 points to 6, 32 minutes into the game, but there'll be a fair bit of stoppage time. Was that forward? Not according to the referee. Looking the short side with Farrell, rolls into a brick wall, there's a skipper. Clean defence from the Rovers. Offload from Addy to Morgan Smith. Walker into the line, spun 360 degrees. Tackle made by Gale. 10 metres inside the Rovers half. Short side with Smith who will kick on the last. It's not gone too deep, has it? Taken at the back by Aikens, who slips the first defender but loses his footing. He's put his hand up to do the work as Jaden Hatton. Get him on side, shouts somebody behind him. As Darrell Alford skips past Eddie Batty, bending straight back at him. Oh, there's a flop there, surely that's a flop. Tumivavi away from the first defender with a skip. Addy attacking halfback. Brings it left. Another flop, was it? This time it's Turner who kicks on the last. Miller waits and gathers. Timing the tackles to perfection, Gareth Gale and Brad Day. Day again defending, along with Akawala. And Gale again. 12-6, remember. Rovers trail the Eagles. Butterworth at Acton halfback pushes it wide, he misses out, Eddie Batty. Dawson Jones again, in from his wing, doesn't make more metres in 2 or 3. Eddie Batty, short pass, and again I think some of the Featherstone supporters thought that was forward. Aston with a short kick, low kick rather. Bounces kindly for Gale, 8 metres from his own goal line. Alex Foster came in with a good tackle, shoulder into the midriff. Skip from Caleb Aitkins in his 3rd season with the Rovers. Hatton again. Then they had having to operate at Acton halfback with the Will Jubb taken off, substituted by Connor Jones, then Jones Singland. Inside ball from Addy. Today, keeping the ball alive, pushing it wide to Timmy Varvey. Tries to on the outside of his opposite number. James Glover can't do so, knocks on. And it remains Featherstone Rovers 6, Sheffield Eagles 12. 5 minutes of normal time on my watch in the first 40. But as I said not too long ago, there'll be a fair bit of stoppage time. Eagles in possession with Chris Weller. Alex Foster, he's another, he was on loan at Featherstone in 2015. A load of them, 6 of them. Running it right with Aston, this time he uses Farrell again as the dummy runner, but he went into a scuffy again at the play of the ball. Went into a good tackle from Josh Hardcastle, is what I was going to say. No way through for Eddie Batty, and he can't offload the ball in the tackle. 25 out, brings it to the right. Morgan Smith's on hat-trick, remember. Was that an off the ball incident? Penalty Sheffield. After the pass had gone. Rovers have already had 2 in the bin, now they're going to have another. Eagles opened the scoring in the 4th minute when Morgan Smith went away for a try under the post, to which Corey Aston goal. And then just after coming on for a substitute in the 12th minute, Jordan Williams scored for the Rovers from close in and Turner goal. 6 apiece when Morgan Smith went away for his 2nd try. Underneath the post, Corey Aston goal there. So score at the minute, 12-6. Referee having a stern word with Danny Addy. Penalty. About 15-16 metres out, and Corey Aston says, I'll attempt to take the 2. And of course, if he goals this, the Rovers will be 2 scores behind, but hey, plenty of time to go. And Rovers have the advantage of this infamous slope in the 2nd half. Not a problem for Corey Aston, and the Sheffield Eagles do in fact lead the Featherstone Rovers by 2 scores, 6 points to 14. Noisy supporters on the far side in the Millennium stand. As Turner restarts, goes deep into the far corner. Good Rovers defence. And again the referee screaming at the Featherstone Rovers players to come back 10. Farrell with the drive. Into 2 Rovers defenders. Eddie Batty with the next foul. Spinning again on his back. That's how to complete the tackle. Put the opposition on the back. Slow the play the ball down. Bussy with a good drive. Akawala, Day, Williams, all there defending. Smith kicks. That's not gone too deep, has it? Good defence from Ryan Miller on Gareth Gale. 12 metres from the Featherstone line. Fullback Aikens has to take the next one. Jaden Hatton, he's had a great first half. Oh, it's a penalty to Featherstone. Ball stealing. More than one man in at the tackle. Ironic jeers and cheers from the Featherstone Rovers fans. My watch says we're in stoppage time. Danny Addy's taking the tap. Up the centre of the field. That's good play from his experienced skipper. And another penalty for the play the ball incident. Reece Butterworth the infringer. Referee not happy. And they're easy meters these for the Rovers. They'll start this next set of 6. Just 30 metres from the Rovers line. It's a chance to reduce those arrears. Turner will look for the runners. One of which is Jordan Williams, the Rovers try scorer. There's nobody at acting halfback. There is now. It's Turner. He had to sprint in. With that hit Eddie Batty. Yes it did. Back to one. Back to one. The ball hit Eddie Batty's hand. Played it did Batty. Akawala with the protective headgear. Left with Stevens. 15, well less than 15 metres out centre field. Addy's gone into acting halfback as Jones prepares to come back on. 12 men Rovers looking for a try. Aikens with a good pass out to the left field, decides to step inside. Pink shirted Sheffield Eagles were there in numbers to defend just about 3 or 4 metres from the line. Touches was on saying get on with it. Short side, Aikens hasn't seen a gap. Can he get the ball down? He's in the in-goal area. Referee says you can't get the ball down. We'll have to bring the ball back onto the 10-metre line, just a couple in from this touchline side. We're into stoppage time by, on my watch, a good 2 minutes, 14-6. Can Rovers get a try before the break? Turner looking for the runners again, pushing it deep. Deeper still to Danny Addy, to Navave. Darrell Alford has to step inside in the sense of a long pass back inside. That's an even longer pass to Turner. The kick and the chase. Was there an obstruction? Jack Walker hasn't seen the gap. Cleans up, does the fullback for Sheffield Eagles. Back to 14 now. Connor Jones back on the field from the sin bin. Half-time Hulter goes, ball still in play. Ball stolen. Oh, the pass goes beyond Gareth Gale from Jaden Hatton. So the Hulter goes yet again, and referee Ryan Cox blows his whistle for the half-time interval. 2 tries to the Eagles. Morgan Smith has scored them both. There's been 2 Corey Aston conversions and a penalty. All Rovers can offer is a try from Jordan Williams, goal by Callum Turner. 2 players, Danny Addy and Connor Jones in the sin bin. Half time here at the Millennium Stadium. Featherstone Rovers 6, Sheffield Eagles 14. Welcome back to the Millennium Stadium. Half time, teams just coming back. Oh, Sheffield Eagles coming back out. Yet to see the Rovers. Eagles leading the Rovers 14 points to 6. And thanks for joining me, Terry Crook, and our cameraman David Gray here on FRTV for the second 40 minutes. All to do for the Rovers, 2 scores in arrears. Still a beautiful afternoon, perfect for rugby league football, it really is. Colin turns to get the second half underway, here we go. As you would expect, goes deep with the kickoff. And as we would expect, fresh back onto the field of play after the rest. The Rovers in a blue and white line to defend. Farrell with the dummy, 3 defenders. Eddie goes low, just lifts the leg. Legally, put orthodox in half-back, Eddie Batty with the drive. I wonder what Paul Cook's message was at half-time. Let's keep 13 on the field of play, I would imagine is one of them. No way through for Alex Foster. Bussey. Short of the halfway line. Kick from the 2 tryman in that first half, Morgan Smith. It bounces once, twice, 3 times. Gale gathers, brings it back towards the 20-metre line, and this time it's Sheffield Eagles who've moved in quickly. Aitken again has to take the drive. Alphys is ready on the right. It's Darrell Alphys who does indeed in the green boots to take the next drive. Connor Jones at acting half-back scoops the ball up. Thought he'd seen the gap, thought he was going to pull one of the Sheffield Eagles players for offside. Referee Ryan Cox allows play to go on. Aiken takes it to the left of Akwala. Turner. Paternak to reach, gathered on the last tackle, 12, 13 metres inside the Eagles half. Dayard acting half-back. Turner has to reach, he has to rush the kick. Eddie Batty in attendance, bounces down the hill, across the dead ball line, and the Sheffield Eagles are gifted a 7-tackle restart on the 20 metres end. Jack Walker with the tap and the offload. Good defence from Josh Hardcastle. Butterworth goes right with skipper Foster, then finds Dickinson. Batty with a dummy. Not taking that, Eddie. But he crosses the halfway line. Ball goes back inside to substitute Jack Bussey. 11 metres now inside the Featherstone half. Eddie Batty again getting involved. Akwala stands his ground. And along with Josh Hardcastle makes a tackle. And it's the last tackle in this set of 6. Coming left with Corey Aston. Puts it up into this left-hand corner. Taken well at the back by Aikens. Round of applause for the fullback. Alphys with the drive. Lost a couple of metres to Darrell Alphys. He's only about a metre short of his goal line. To Novave with the next drive. Doesn't quite reach the 10-metre line. All to do now for Rovers. Offside was he? Yes he was. And that's an half-back. The Eagles players can't believe it. It's well into the tackle count. That's poor discipline from Sheffield Eagles. And Danny Addy's not wasting any time at all. Puts the ball into touch, about 8 metres short of the halfway line. Tumivave with the tap. Daniadi looks for the runners. One of which is Robson Stevens, one of the first half substitutes. Batty Lane on just that little bit. Pushing it wide with Jordan Williams. He's made 8 metres inside the Eagles half. He's knocked on at the play the ball. Oh, that's poor. I'm afraid to say, gifting possession to the visitors. 14-6 it remains to the visitors. Smith to feed the scrum, Butterworth at the base. Not happy with the referee. Corey Asson's to the left waiting for the ball. It's Corey Asson now in possession. Short ball into the hands of Glover. That was telegraphed, wasn't it? Hang on. He's had his toes treading on as Jack Walker. Subject to some injury as Jack Walker in his career. Limps away from the physio. Hobbles away from the physio. Bussey with the hint of an offload goes through the gap. Still going Jack Bussey. Eventually put to his to ground. And a good round of applause from the Sheffield Eagles fans at the back of the post. Butterworth does well to make 10 metres. Away from acting half-back to within 11 of the line. Make that 10 of the line. Bussey at acting half-back goes right with Morgan Smith. Remember he's on a hat-trick. Last tackle, 5 out. Nothing silly, Rovers. Short pass. Hold him up, no way through for Foster. Rovers defend well. Now there's the full length of the field in front of them. The Eagles offside, not according to referee Ryan Cox. They're moving very quickly indeed as they do now. Yes they are, they're offside this time. Well spotted Mr Cox. Akwala wants to take the tap. Danny Addy says give me that ball and quickly puts the ball into touch on the far side of the field. So we'll say again Rovers with the ball, a set of 6 from 10 metres inside their own half. Jones are acting halfback. Akwala looks for a drive. Ball held in one hand. Puts the ground on the halfway line. Deep to Addy. Short pass into the hands of Williams. Back to Addy, who's starting to get himself into the game now. Short ball. Still going is Josh Hardcastle. Good run from the back row forward. To within about 12 or 13 metres from the line. Referee says he took the dive. Addy with the jink. Support play from substitute Connor Jones. Now was out in half. It's Danny Addy. Last tackle. Wins to go left. Brings it back to the right with Aitken. Jinks through the first tackler. Falls just short of the goal line. Turnover. What a good place to turn the ball over on the opposition's goal line. Good defence from Jones. Short side run from Dawson Jones. Eddie Batty with the next drive. Straight in with that left shoulder substitute Connor Jones. There's a lot of Jones on this field this afternoon. Chris Wellham with the next drive. He's been kept quiet, hasn't he? Akwala defends. Still going with his back to the opposition is Chris Wellham. 30 metres out from his own goal line. Reece Butterworth at acting halfback. Jack Bussey putting a big stint in. Puts the ground eventually on the last. Butterworth has looked left, now he looks right. Goes right, from Morgan Smith, high and deep. Aikens gathers without anybody within, 20 metres of him. Goes wide to the left, inside ball to Wingman Gale. Still going Gale. Makes another meter by rolling on his back. Holford's now. With a shirt tugging and the offloading the tackle. Back onto the halfway line. Robson Stephen makes it about 5 metres centre field, well just to the left. And Jones looks to the right. With Addy the skipper. Short ball Akawala. No way through. Addy again with ball in hand. Another short pass, this time to Josh Hardcastle again. Penalty Featherstone Rovers. Akawala has been replaced by Jimmy Beckett, who started the game. He's back on. Jones takes a quick tap. Has he seen a gap? He's only about 5 metres short of the line. Coming close to this near touchline side. Tommy Varbe, that's in half-back. Deep pass to Addy. Looks for the runners. Beckett's back on the field of play and drives towards the goal line. 5 out, won't go to the ground. Quick play, the ball's needed. Jones with acting halfback. Left to Addy. It goes beyond Addy. Stevens takes the tackle. Something went on in that tackle. The referee's quickly in. Penalty for the Rovers. Head-eye tackle. And the referee stops the official timekeeper's watches. We play 10 minutes of the second half. And the Rovers are somebody from the Sheffield side. Maybe they're going into the single. High tackle. Referee given just a penalty. No single in. It remains Featherstone 6. Sheffield Eagles 14. Still 2 scores in a row. Tap and the drive from the player returning from the dugout. Jimmy Beckett to within 2 metres of the line. Shown goal maybe from Jones. Deep to Turner. Aikens into the line. Stutters, stops, starts again. Nowhere to go for Caleb Aiken. Takes the tackle. That all fell a little bit flat, didn't it? Short side. Dummy from back row forward Day. Still about 8 metres out. Well into the tackle count. Deep to Turner again. The dummy from the first try scorer Jordan Williams, but there's no way through on this occasion. Centre field, 9 out. Jones moves it right with Addy. Can he weave the magic? Overhead pass to Alford, and Alford knocks it. Alford knocks on, it remains Eagles 14, Rovers 6. Turnover, centre field restart, 10 metres from their own goal line. And if the Eagles players were to look up the slope, it'll seem a long, long way to their supporters, away to our left. Peachy with the drive. Put to ground very quickly indeed by 2 Featherstone Rovers defenders. Now it's a turn of Chris Wellen, and straight at Brad Day, no way through. Bussy with the next drive, the forwards working it well. Back to the right with Smith, offloads. Smith again looking for the runners, flips the ball back inside. Peachy again crossing the halfway line on the last tackle. Smith puts it low and hard into touch, let it go. Gareth Gale does, because he knows it'll be Rovers in possession. About what, 16 or 17 metres from their own goal. 13 minutes gone on my watch. Challenge Cup next week, of course, and Featherstone will be playing Super League team Catalan Dragons, so that'll be a big test for Paul Cook and his coaching staff to prepare the lads for next weekend. But today is perhaps more important, 2 league points on offer. Featherstone Rovers players taking a hard knock. Referee stops the official timekeeper's watches. Physio on. Touch was having a word with the referee. I'm not sure there was any intent in the tackle. Referee having another word with Danny Addy. Has Danny Addy said something else to the referee? Careful, Danny. No intent in the tackle. It's play on. Featherstone Rovers in possession. Alfords with the drive. Now way through for the flying wingman. Penalty Featherstone. Butterworth not allowing Alfords to play the ball. Easy meters again for Danny Addy. Finds touch short of the halfway line though. Hatton with the restart. Turner looks for the runners. One of which is Jordan Williams, whose head goes back in the tackle right on the halfway line. Flat pass from the hands of Beckett into the hands of Stevens. Addy switches from right to left. It goes to Beckett, finds Turner. Aitken's into the line. The jink from centre, Jordan Hatton. Pushes towards the touchline side, goes to ground about 5 in. Again it's Scruffy to play the ball. Gale away from acting half-back, pushes away one, no he doesn't. With a shirt pusher, pulling from Butterworth. It was effective though. Deep to Addy, goes back inside, skips beyond Batty. Goes to within 5, does the Featherstone Rovers skipper. Last tackle. Now then, what's Connor Jones got? Deep pass to Turner. Short pass to Day. Turns 360. Goes to ground. Turnover again. And again, not a bad place to turn the ball over 5 metres from the opposition goal line. But the clock ticks on. 16 now gone on my watch. And trailing again, still by 14 points to 6. The Eagles with the slight advantage. Good defence, Rovers. Good defence again, Rovers. Double substitution for Sheffield Eagles. Titus Guaze back on. Corey Johnson, the hooker, back on. 2 experienced players. Aston finds skipper Farrell. Farrell pushes away one. Addy comes across and completes the tackle short of the halfway line. With a shirt pulling from Danny Addy, who's walking a tightrope, he really is. Guaze quickly back into the action. Losses the ball, this is the ball. Good defence for the Rovers. High fives all round. Rovers trying to make a substitution, can't do that when there's a scrum down. Liam Webb will be the player that's going to come back on eventually as Danny Addy prepares to feed the scrum. Rovers in possession, just inside the Sheffield Eagles half. Webb is back on. Good stint from Jordan Williams, who's being rested at the moment. That's the flop from Bussard. Referee allows play the goal. Addy feeds the ball back inside to Jubbles, just come back onto the field of play. Good run from the back row forward. Jones brings it to the right to Addy. Back inside to the acting halfback Jones. Makes a few metres, keeping the ball alive. Beckett with the drive. To within 10 metres from that line. Pressure on the Sheffield Eagles line, but to date is held good in the second 40. Addy tried the cut-out pass. It was a knock-on from the Sheffield Eagles, was it? Or was it the Rovers that made the first offence? It's touched the Featherstone player. The Eagles will have possession according to the touch judge. Carlos Tumavave this time wants to word with the referee. Danny Addy's there. Be careful, Danny. Oh, he's giving it back to Sheffield, to Featherstone Rovers. Spin a coin, Mr. Cox. Heads it's yours, tails it's ours. Featherstone Rovers with the feed. Addy, Jones at the base. Turner, Akers into the line. Gates gathers at the second attempt, goes towards the far touchline side. Is he in the goal area? Is he in touch? He's in touch now. Great defence, Sheffield Eagles. First tackle, gifted possession. Paul Crook won't be happy. And every single one of those Sheffield Eagles players are together, congratulating, high-fiving each other. Halfway through this second half, 20 minutes to go. As he was at the breaks, Featherstone 6, Sheffield 14. Play the ball 10 metres from your own goal line. The ball's being left on the touchline side for some unknown reason. Why they do that, I'll never know. Titus Guaze will play the ball. And Corey Johnson is at acting halfback. And Jack Busher takes the drive. The Sheffield Eagles players are appealing for something in the tackle. Guaze with the drive. He lost the ball in his last drive. He doesn't on this occasion. Whoops, the ball comes out in the tackle to Walker on the shin. Calling for a knock on some of the Featherstone fans, but it's clearly it's an undershin. Almost up to the 40-metre line in this set of 6. Second drive in this set of 6 from Titus Guaze, the loose forward. That is the last tackle. Johnson has looked to his left, he looks to his right. He's got Morgan Smith to the right, who kicks. Charged down by Jimmy Beckett. Gathers the ball, that's what he should have done, and he has done. In possession, 30 metres out. Great chance now for Rovers. Day with the first drive. So we're going, Brad Day. 16 metres out. Turner. Danny Addy. Tumavave finds Darrell Alford. He's got to go back inside, surely. Tries to push away the tackle of James Glover and can't do so. Corey Aston was there to assist. Tumavave goes left. With Addy. And now Webb. Rovers trying to push it wide, but the Sheffield Eagles players coming in on the angle. Akins into the line, shows it done, that's a high tackle surely. Yes, he is, says the referee. Featherstone fans are not happy. This could be dodgy for the Sheffield Eagles defender. Will Jubbs back on, by the way. Connor Jones has had a good stint, which has included 10 minutes in the single. Now what's the referee going to do? Head-eye tackle. But nobody's going to the bin. 6 tackles from 10 out. Centre field, we've got the options. Jubbard acting halfback. Will it go left, will it go right? Comes right. Beckett with another drive. That's his third one since he returned to the field of play. Short pass, chance for Webb. Held up in the in-goal area. He'll bring the ball back onto the 10-metre line. It gives Rovers that little bit more space. That's the theory of it anyway. Jubbard acting halfback. Addy with the short pass. Spinning the tackle is Robson Stevens. 4 metres from the goal line. Tackles remaining plenty. Deeper again to Addy. Aikens to Mavave. Loses the ball, does it? Yes, he does. Oh, it's not going to script this afternoon for a Paul Crook side, is it? Spilt ball, tackled into touch. Simbinens. Penalties given in kickable position. "16 minutes remaining on my watch with a little bit of stoppage time." Scrum down, head and ball Sheffield Eagles. Or as I said in the first half, looking for their first win of the season. Eagles in possession, Chris Wallen with the first foul. Turner defends along with Hatton. Drive from Peachy. Offload from Guaze on this occasion. Walker into the line. And the pass out to Glover, who defends to Carlos Tumivave and Danny Addy. Two experienced players there, aren't they? 4 defenders this time. Good defence to Tumivave on Farrell, but Farrell's breached the halfway line by a couple of metres. Last tackle. Kick from Morgan Smith. Goes beyond Aikens, gathers about 9 metres from his own goal line, brings the ball back at pace. Tries to burst through the first 2 defenders. Good run from the Featherstone Rovers fullback. Addy this time with acting halfback. He stepped in front of Judd. Alfords with the skip and the offload. Gale's got space, pushes off his opposite number. Pushes off the second, does it? Day can't gather this. In fact, it's going to be picked up by Chris Wallen. It's a retort from Sheffield Eagles. Another pass goes to ground for Featherstone Rovers. Another chance goes a-begging. Guaze will just settle it down centre field. 20 metres from the Rovers line, just right of centre. Johnson has pointed down that right side, but brings it to the left. Aston looking for the runners, one of which is Jack Walker. There's a back for Walker. There's a try for Jack Walker, who finishes off with his dive. Further disappointment for Featherstone Rovers. Third try of the afternoon. And the try comes 26 minutes on my watch into the second half. 18-6 with the kick to come. And the try comes after Featherstone have got the overlap on the far side of the field, just short of the halfway line, when Brad Day inexplicably pulled the ball to ground. Chris Wallen went to right touchline side, and it was basically quick hands from right to left. Overlap created for Jack Walker, the former Rhino, and Hull KR and Hull player to dive in at the left-hand corner to extend Sheffield Eagles' lead now to 18 points to 6. Kicks this now, and the Rovers are 3 scores in arrears. "13 minutes remaining on my watch with a little bit of stoppage time." Corey Hassan's kicked 3 from 3. This is his most difficult kick, of course, of the afternoon. About 2 metres in from this left touchline side. Right-footed kicker, so if it is the best side, this is it, of course, to swing the ball in. It's a difficult conversion, make no mistake. Pushes it to the right, it remains 18 points to 6, or 12 points the difference. King Vuniyayawa is back on. Started the game, he's had a good race as the big man. The Fijian, of course. Played in the NRL at the start of his career. Skipper Joel Farrell forces the Danny Addy tackle, assisted by Beckett and Hardcastle. And Vuniyayawa quickly back into the action from the dugout. And again. A hint of a dummy from Tyler Dickinson. Not taken. Last tackle. Going right, missing out Guazen. Kicked well all afternoon as Morgan Smith. That's gone deep. Bounces kindly for Gareth Gale. Pace to bring the ball back. Skips past the first would-be defensive Titus Guazen, but forced to the second two Sheffield defenders. Jubbard Acton Harper. He's right to Darrell Alfords. On my watch, into the final 10 minutes. This is Carlos Tumivave trying to burst through the defenders. Jub goes left to Niyayawa with the dummy and the drive. Good drive by about 6 or 7 metres. But that's the last tackle, and the Rovers are still 25 metres out. Turner finds Aikens from full back. Chance of foul. Oh, that's another high tackle. This has got to be a big one. That's the second one. Well, almost as many minutes. Or maybe a few minutes longer. High tackle on Gareth Gale as he went for the corner. Danny Addy's appealing to the referee. Ryan Cox sends the Featherstone Rovers players back as they were with his touch judge. I suspect something might just be going to the sin bin. Ten minutes in the sin bin. So it's the Sheffield Eagles who this time are down to 12 men. It's Chris Wellham, isn't it? The experienced Chris Wellham. Well, my watch with less than 8 minutes remaining, so he's not going to see much more of the action. There will be 2 or 3 minutes of stoppage time. Wellham grins to Darrell Alfords as he comes off. A bit of banter between the two experienced professionals. And Brad Day kicks the ball into touch. With the clock ticks on, why don't you just take the tap? Which we do now. Turner finds Beckett. Spins in the tackle. Need to try this out of 6 to get anything at all from this guy. 2 converted tries as they needed to put it level. Addy. Dummies inside. Tumivave on the angled run. Almost collides with Addy. Tumivave off road. Beckett will drive. That's his game. Front row forward with a big drive. To within 6 metres. Jubbard Acton Harper. Appeals for a quick play the ball. Vuniyayawa. He's on his back. He's got the ball down as a big man. Featherstone try underneath the post. With a good substitution from coach Paul Crook. King Vuniyayawa with the try. Kick to come, 10 points to 18. Big drive from the front row forward. Callum Turner's not wasting time on this one, is he? Converts the try. 6 points in arrears now. Johnson finish here at the Millennium Stadium. Featherstone Rovers 12, Sheffield Eagles 18. The Tannoy announcer says we've got 10 minutes remaining. So Chris Wellham will see the last couple of minutes. He's probably sat near the official timekeeper. Sheffield not rushing to restart, but the referee stopped the official timekeepers. Shadows lengthen here at the Millennium Stadium. Alfords takes the ball on the full. finds try scorer Vinny Yayawa, and again a no-nonsense drive from the big fella. Ball's come out of the tackle. Oh, it's play on, it wasn't stolen, it's play on, and Farrell goes away up towards the post to within about, what, 10 metres. Surely the ball was stolen, three-man tackle, not according to the referee. Short ball into the hands of Dickinson. 5 out. Watch for Johnson showing and going. Deep to Aston. Slips, went back into the heavy traffic with the halfback. Lost about 10 metres on that play. Johnson had acted halfback. He's looked left now, goes back to the right. Goes right with Guaze. Short, stocky front, loose forward. 10 out. Rovers have got to defend this set. Can't allow Eagles to score. Aston with the drop goal. He's pulled the one-pointer over as Corey Aston. So much experience from the halfback. Edges the Eagles 7 points into the lead, which is so vital. Because as you all know, that's a 7-score lead and that's a 2-score lead. Vital one-pointer, so scores. Rovers have to score twice in the last, what now? About 7 minutes of time. Got to go short on the kickoff, which they do. Tyler Dickinson with the drive. Jubbs hanging on at the tackle. Guaze with the next drive. He's another player that's gaining experience in South Yorkshire for Craig Lingard, the Sheffield Eagles coach. Now it's Alex Foster with the ponytail. Massive Masonga's back on. 5 short of the halfway line, and on the last tackle it'll be Corey Aston who hammers the ball into touch, does he? Aikens will allow the ball going to touch, but of course the clock ticks on. Time running out for Paul Cook's side. Referee hasn't stopped the timekeeper's watches. He has now. (19-12), Rovers trail Sheffield Eagles. 2 scores in arrears, clock ticks on. Less than 6 minutes now remaining as Vinny Yayawa drives. He's worked hard since he came back on. The players can see the clock on the far side of the field. I wonder if they look at it. Turner, he's another that's worked hard. Aikens into the line. Inside ball into the hands of Hatton. Crosses the halfway line. Brad Days in it, acting halfback. Another Turner looks for runners. Liam Webb with the drive onto the 40-metre line. Last tackle. Needs something special from Danny Addy. It's not going to Addy, it's going to Turner. Keeping the ball alive with Day. Comes it into the last tackle. It's a turnover. Poor end to that tether 6 for Featherstone Rovers. And it's not going to get much easier for Paul Cook's side. It's the Challenge Cup next week with Catalan Dragons waiting. And then the 2 weeks after that, it's a visit to Halifax. The week after that, visit to the Bradford Bulls. Guaze with the drive, settling it down. Just under 5 minutes remaining. Dawson Jones in from his wing. With a grapple tackle from Danny Addy. And then a bit of laying on from him and Beckett, but the referee allows play to go on. Smith dummies inside, pushes the ball wider to Guaze again. Dummy to go down the blind side from Aston. Dickinson just settles the ball in before the Vinny tackle comes in. And that is the last tackle, 30 metre out. This will be hammered into touch, will it, by Morgan Smith? Yes, it is. One bounce, just ticking the clock down, less than 4 minutes remaining. Turnover, play the ball centre field. Jump away from Acton halfback. Nice little drive from the hooker. Carlos Tumivavi can't skip away from Joe Farrell. Pushing it wide today. Patton finds Gale, pushes away the tackler, falls to the tackle on the 30-metre line. And again, I've said it a few times, scruffy at the play the ball. Turner looks for the runners. Inside ball to Vinny Yayawa, spins in the tackle. 3 minutes remaining, ball's lost in the tackle. And Rovers trail by 19 points to 12 with less than 3 minutes before their final hull turn. Fans on the far side in the blue and white replica shirts just leaving the ground, which I think is always sad to see. Dawson Jones skips away from one, tries to push away Tumivavi and Addy. They go back into the tackle and complete the tackle on the Eagles winner. Bit of banter between the two players. Walk away, lads. It's not been a happy 300th game, has it, for Danny Addy? Eight-metre shot at halfway line. Guaze to play the ball. Goes right. Somebody from below us. It could have been Craig Lingard. It could have been Craig Hubie, of course, who was the assistant coach at Sheffield. The call was find touch, which of course will tick the clock down even further. And that's exactly what Morgan Smith does. And Gareth Gale allows the ball to go into touch, which I don't suppose there's any other option, is there? You play the ball, you touch it, you give the possession to the visitors. Dan Addy wants to quick play the ball though, 10 metres from his own line. Tumivavi with the driving. Chris Wellham does get the last couple of minutes. He's back on the field after his 10 minutes in the single. Alford juggles and catches. No way through for Durrell. It is Craig Hubie that's calling out the instructions. If you can pick them up on the effects mic. Deep pass to Addy. Good defence from skipper Farrell. Turner runs it wide to Akins, who's had a decent game for his side as a fullback. Never giving up. Runs the ball away well. Patton. Oh, that's another high tackle. Tyler Dickinson could be 4 on 4. Final who to go. It's a penalty to Rovers. He's got to be allowed to take the penalty. Referee stop the watch. Why stop the watches when the final hoot has gone? But of course, Featherstone have been given the penalty and he will be allowed to take the penalty. Whatever he does, it matters not a jot, does it? Well, I've never seen that before. Never seen that before, David. The final hoot is gone. Featherstone have been given a penalty. And the player, Tyler Dickinson, the offender, has been sent to the sin bin after the final hoot. Of course, play goes on. Danny Addy wanted to take the tap, but the player hadn't got to the sin bin. Tap. Kicks it high. It's meant for the wide receivers. Knocked on. Brad Day gathers. Can he put the ball into the in-goal area? No, he can't. The referee blasts the final whistle. Disappointment for Featherstone Rovers. They trail 14 points to 6 at the break. and we had to wait till the 26th minute of the second half before Featherstone, their own worst enemy, spilled possession just short of the halfway line. Welland went away down that right touchline side. They spun the ball wide from right to left. Jack Walker scored in the left-hand corner. Consolation try for King Vinny Wayo when he came back on from the bench, so it's turned a goal. 12 points to 18, but a cool drop goal from the boot of Corey Aston gave the points to Sheffield Eagles, their first win of the season. They beat from Featherstone Rovers here at the Millennium Stadium. It's finished Featherstone Rovers 12, Sheffield Eagles 19.